That's what's up. That was Nigeria's sole representative in the CAF Champions League, Rivers United, losing a crucial match in the closing minutes. 2 minutes of stoppage time, and they conceded 2 goals. Just after they conceded the first one, what was goalkeeper Osagi thinking, Wanted to struggle to analyze this one because I'm down with a bit of code, but I said, let me just come tell my people what's going on in the CAF Champions League because I didn't do the first, their first match that they lost to Pyramids. And so I said, okay, let me do this one. But it's tough to see that. Look at it again. How can you lose a match? The least that could have happened was a draw. Rivers United, they blew the chance. They gave away it was a gift to RS Berkane. Now it's so tough for the Nigerian club side because they're at the bottom of their group. You know what? Let me not talk too much. Let me let you see the highlights of the match, and then we'll listen to Coach Finney, the judge, and then we'll come right back to talk about it. Watch.
Wouldn't have been a good result for us, but the loss is devastating. Free kick, they got their own free kick, and that was how they got the equalizer. And you all saw the second goal. You taking off from the middle, and a striker will run from the middle and had a block and scored a goal. So it's quite unfortunate that in that extra minutes, that 7 minutes, we couldn't manage the game properly. It's towards the corner flag, so that whatever thing that happens there, you have all the players behind the ball. But quite unfortunate. The player lost the ball there, and they had that counter, and then we had to foul them. From that moment, they got their goal. So it's I think the players did well. If you want to look at the 90 minutes of play, but football is more than just 90 minutes. You have to concentrate on the whole game.
Yeah, that's it. Tough one for Coach Finney, the judge, and his team. And now everyone will come for the coach. Everybody, the coach didn't have the right tactics. The coach didn't have the right formation. The coach didn't do this. The coach didn't do that. Calm down, everyone. Were they unfortunate? Maybe. But were they good enough? Absolutely not. So there must be lessons in this one for Nigeria when playing on the continent. But sadly, we're not good with lessons. We'll throw it away. We don't learn, Quite unfortunate. So Rivers United, you saw the highlights. They got into the lead, poor. And then the defenders that seem to be having a good game. In fact, this is the lineup that Coach Finney, the judge, had. And he went for his regular 4-3-3. You guys always say 4-3-3, 4-3-3. And I keep telling you people, leave formation, leave tactics. Mindset and game execution matters. Because whether you like it or not, players get on the pitch and they switch on discretion, So the same formation that they play, and this is a decent team. Yes, we have all agreed that the Nigeria Premier Football League doesn't, match up to the level of these North African teams, particularly Morocco and Egypt and even Tunisia. But this is the same Rivers United team, and when you get a goal at halftime, you come back, all you should be thinking about is to consolidate. If you are not consolidating on that, you secure your 1-goal lead. And they did just that until 2 minutes to the end of the match. It's tough. That's the lineup. Goalkeeper Osage, Oniso Dumeya was there. Stephen Manyo, who actually had a very good game. I saw it on Flash Score. They rated him 7.1. Alongside his co-defender Ogechukwu Ogbe, who had 7.0. So it tells you that the defenders worked. They did their part of the job. Taiwo Abdurrafiu was right there also, and Isaac Arnold. The midfielders, Emmanuel Naji, Bello Martins, Wasiu Falolu. And I think that, I don't know, they were rated 6.0, 6.2, but I think they weren't creative enough. They didn't give us that drive that we should have seen that would put pressure, on RS Berkane. The forward players, I'm pretty disappointed with Timothy Zachariah. Expected much from him. And of course, my brother, Ubong Friday, I think they didn't do enough to put this team under pressure. And by the time they started showing signs that they were tired, they can't push anymore, the Moroccan club side, took that advantage and ran them streets. So that's what it is in football. You don't blink. You never say never. You keep pushing. You keep being your best because mental strength will come into play. And I think that was what RS Berkane had right there. So that's the update. This one, I don't much analysis because what are we talking about? You've watched the highlights. You've listened to Coach Finney, the judge. You guys are free to criticize him. You're free to say this. You're free to say that. But I know all of those talks will not be done if they had won the game even by a single goal. But now it's so tough that they lost the game the way they did, and so everybody seems to be coming so hard on them. They truly deserve it 100%, you know. And now it's very tough because 2 matches, no win, 0 points, down there at the bottom of the group. Look at it right there. You know, it's looking tough. And because of the Africa Cup of Nations, the competition will go on a break and it will return next year, January. Next match for Rivers United is on the 23rd of January 2026, and that'll be round 3 when they travel to take on Power Dynamos. Now, with the way it is, they must beat Power Dynamos home and away, and they must beat Pyramids in Uyo. They have to beat Pyramids. In fact, let me not talk too much. Let me show you the first match where they lost to Pyramids in Egypt. They lost by 3 goals to nothing. This is it. Watch. Again, this match really got me thinking. So you go, you impress in first half, you have done just enough to understand your opponent, and then you come back in second half and you're conceding 3 goals in, I think, under 10 or 12 minutes. It's difficult to understand. Shout out to Atef, you know, he was on fire, got the hat-trick. But Rivers United made it easy. Yes, the home side would have come back, you know, consolidated, look at it. But if you had done just enough to hold them at halftime, just do enough to pick a draw. It's home and away fixture. Just, oh, okay, whatever. So these 2 matches, you can tell, Rivers United, poor. Absolutely poor. Shambolic performance. They need to beat Power Dynamos home and away. They need to beat Pyramids in Uyo. And then they need to go to Morocco to beat RS Berkane. It's tough, but this is football. And I always say it, anything can happen. And if RS Berkane can come to your house and beat you with just 2 minutes to go, and you to go to their place. If you want to use miracles, if you want to use your gods, if you want to use whatever, just go and beat them also. This is very important. You know, we forget about it. This would do so much good to league football development in Nigeria. If you play in the group phase of the CAF Champions League, it will be good money for Rivers United. It will be good exposure for the players. The administrators, maybe there might be 1 or 2 things that they can learn when they travel to other countries to see how they do their football. But you know, with us, I have said it, we do not learn. That was anything learning, no. Once we finish, it has happened, huh? Do we know? We know, everybody just goes to sleep, you know, and it's action and consequence. So yeah. But before we go, let me say a big shout out to everyone that have subscribed to this YouTube channel. Guys, we are 12,000 going strong. I started taking this thing seriously last year, and you guys are showing me love and support. So if you're watching, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is sports, entertainment, and so much more. My bias is sports, so I do more of sporting content. I'll be going to Morocco for the Africa Cup of Nations. Yay! So we'll be bringing you, you know, all of the major highlights, special interviews, exclusives. You know, just go see the Super Eagles, you know. And I've been asking the question, can the Super Eagles win the Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco? It's tough. But hey, let's stay with the CAF Champions League. Can Rivers United still advance, or is it over for the pride of Rivers? That's the conversation I want us to have. I'll see you around again. That's it.